Mark Skaar on 103.7 The Fox. It's the Skaar Card. I'm on the line with Jason Kane from Jason Kane and The Jive. Jason, welcome.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you?
Doing good. Got some Johnny Winter cranking here at the house. Just kicking back.
I think you first got on my radar, Jason, via Jimmy Coons from Cactus.
Oh, Jimmy Coons. Yeah, he's bad.
Yeah, he's a great dude. So he posted something on his Facebook page, I don't know, last summer or fall, and then I turned on to our mutual friend Keith Langerman, and we were both instant fans.
All right, man. Thank you for listening. I'm glad to be played on the radio for you guys, man. With all the other new rock and roll bands, there's not too many people holding the flag high for the new rockers coming out.
Tell me a little bit about, and our listeners, a little about yourself first of all, and then we'll get into the band and what you're up to right now. But I know your dad is a musician, and it probably rubbed off on you a whole lot, huh?
Oh, yeah. He used to play for a death metal band, Master, and a thrash metal band back in Chicago, Burnt Offering. And, always grew up hearing music around the house, you know, from death metal to, like, Jim Croce, just all sorts of stuff.
I remember Master, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he's on the 7 Days of Master. That's him on the rhythms.
Okay, well, that's cool. I didn't know that. Let's talk about the Jive. How did the Jive get together?
I was doing acoustic shows here in San Antonio, and I got a call, and this band was looking for a rock singer, and we ended up jamming together and, you know, hit it off. And I was like, dudes, I got an acoustic show this weekend. What if we just call it the Jason Kane Band, and we plug in and do an electric? And then we haven't stopped ever since. Just became the Jive later on.
And so you're a trio, and tell me about the guys in the band.
I'm singing and playing guitar. We got Nick Jive on the bass, and Jules Flores on drums. And we also go back and forth from other drummers. We have Steven Rodriguez, Ruben Martinez, Thomas Chapoy played on a lot of our studio stuff that's out there. And, so we always trade off with those guys.
So essentially you're a power trio, but there's also a lot of keys on the records and some brass as well. So that rounds out the sound nicely.
Oh, yeah. I love the horn section, man. It's like that Chicago feeler, that tower power vibe, you know. And then the keyboards, I try to do my best in the studio to lay something down.
What I like about the band is the fact that I can feel it. And by that I mean I can feel the soul in the band. There's blues, there's funk, there's psychedelia. Obviously you have myriad influences. Talk about that.
Man, my main influence is Mark Farner. So I grew up Grand Funk around the house. Ted Nugent, early Ted Nugent band. You know, Amboy Dukes. That's the first vinyl I bought was Tooth, Fang, and Claw. And I remember just hearing it. I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. And then seeing him live, you know, that also was a big inspiration, too, on the live show. Just that boogie rock, that high-voltage boogie rock. I always liked that stuff.
Because you get one foot steeped in the now, and you got kind of you got a retro thing going on, but I don't want to say it's the in thing or whatever, because I don't know where rock is right now. All I know is it's, for the people that think it's dead, it's not, and we're proving it on this show every week, and you're proving it by going out and doing your thing. Oh, yeah, man. People think rock is dead. That always makes me laugh. They just don't know all the great bands that are coming out right now, and still alive. We're talking with Jason Kane, and I wanted to get into Soggy Noggin. The new record just came out earlier this year. What was it like putting out a new record when there's a pandemic going on? Oh, man, it was crazy. We were supposed to have the release like a week before everything shut down. And, we were kind of like, should we still release it, or should we hold back? But, the more I thought about it, it seemed like the right thing to do was get some music out there when everyone was stuck at home, have something to do, something to check out, It's crazy how much music can just change your day. Without a doubt. We're talking with Jason Kane from Jason Kane and The Jive. Soggy Noggin, where did the title come from? There's a track in there called Wet Brain, and the drummer Thomas Chapoy, he at one practice he said something about Soggy Noggin. I thought it was hilarious. And I was like, oh, man, we should just name the album that. And it just sticks. Like a takeoff on the Spam can on the cover, too. Yeah. On my first tour,
man, we pulled over in El Paso somewhere, and it was hot as hell, and we had nothing to eat. And I remember me and the bass player, the psychobilly band I was opening up for, we just opened up a can of Spam right there on the side of the road and just ate it raw. But it was just like one of those early tour stories, you know, so I thought I'd pay homage to it.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. I was the guy who had the sardines in the van. Everyone hated me.
That's great. We're talking with Jason Kane The Jive. I wanted to talk about a couple songs that I'm really digging right now. I like the whole record, but let's talk about something we have played on the Skaar card, Rising Smoke.
Oh, Rising Smoke, yeah.
That
yeah,
song,
I love it.
there's a lot of some time changes and some cool stuff going on, and it's trippy and hooky. That's the main thing along with the soul of the vocal and the music, it's hook-oriented.
Oh, thank you, yeah. Yeah, that was kind of just, we're trying to keep it funky, but still keep it kind of new metal, kind of keep it in the metal vibe, too, for the new age listeners and stuff.
Another track I really like is Chains that we haven't played. We're going to play tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we were scared to release that one. We weren't sure if that was going to make the CD.
Really?
It was the first one we went in and recorded, but I just wanted to write something. I was like, you know what? Let's just write something. Let's not worry if it's rock or, you know, what it is. Let's just write a song that sounds good to us. And, yeah, we came out with that, you know. And I don't even know how to play keyboards. Like, I'm just, like, you know, hitting random chords and stuff and seeing what we can make. So, yeah, I'm excited that stayed on there. Yeah, we got a music video coming out for that one pretty soon, where we're representing a whole lot of San Antonio, downtown San Antonio. I'm really excited to release it because there was a protest here, and a lot of stuff got broken downtown, and you know, got totally wrecked. So I think a nice video of the San Antonio streets, I think is going to go over really well.
We're talking with Jason Kane. Let's talk about, because so many bands, as you alluded to, because of this whole pandemic, have had to kind of get creative, and you're no different. You've been doing something called the Upside Sessions, both acoustically and with the whole band, and I've been digging it.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in on that. It's different, not playing for an actual audience, playing for a virtual audience. You know, it's like in the middle of the video, you'll hear someone say, "Hey, there's like 20 people watching or something," but you know, no one's really there. It's totally weird. But yeah, I'm digging it. A total different approach. It's crazy how this whole pandemic is forcing all the musicians to find another way to get out there. You know, and I think the virtual stuff is pretty cool. I think we're going to keep doing it even after this stuff blows over.
One other thing I wanted to let our listeners know about is you were doing a guest spot on a new Las Cruces track.
Oh, yeah. I actually did the whole album.
Oh, okay.
It's called Cosmic Tears. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be under Ripple Records. And we don't really have a release date yet for that. But, yeah, I'm really excited to do that. I did those vocals when I was, like, 18.
Wow.
18. I'm 24 now, so it's been sitting there for a while. It's my first record. I actually went to the studio and recorded. And, yeah, the band was a little iffy on releasing it because they thought it was, like, a little too rock. I love doom and stuff, but I'm going to sing it like always how, like, I sing everything just like a rock singer would. But I think after it's been sitting there for so long, I think they're ready to release it, so I'm excited.
Awesome. I love their stuff.
Yeah, totally heavy.
Nice.
Really Sabbathy.
So people are going to want to check that out. So you mentioned the new video for Chains. We obviously need to tell people how to get your stuff.
Hit us up on the Facebook page. We got a Facebook store in there, our Bandcamp. We got a lot of merch on there, CDs, albums. We got a 45 coming out soon of a Long Time Coming and Machine of Dreams. It's going to be a gold 45, followed by a music video for Machine of Dreams. So add us on YouTube as well. We got a whole bunch of content we're putting out every day, music videos and live streams, and we're only going to put out more.
Jason, thank you so much for your time, and stay in touch with us, and all the best, continued success.
Yes, thank you for having me on the show, Mark.
Jason Kane from Jason Kane The Jive. The new record is called Soggy Noggin. For Jason Kane, I'm Mark Skaar on the Skaar Card on 103.7 The Fox.